And took up a Nakili Sessions hot seat with the one, the only, Maureen Kunga.
Hello. Hello, people.
We are here.
Finally. Years in the making. Here I am.
Yes. So if you don't know, Maureen Kunga is a singer, performer. She's also made her debut in the acting industry.
I have.
And now we are celebrating a solo career.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Hey, what an intro, eh? Yeah.
Maureen Kunga, you know how many people have traveled to just come for this show?
That's crazy. I was actually, you never know how these things are going to turn out. It's my first show. This is actually my first live show as a solo act. So to see the people come at 6 p.m., 5:30 p.m.
Yes,
crazy. That's crazy.
So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to unpack, but we have
a show to do.
30 minutes. So I'm just going to keep it short. So
sure.
Majaliwa.
Yes.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
And there's a specific lyric I want you to explain, or rather expound.
Okay.
Nasisitiza sana soma elimika
weimba. Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
So Majaliwa is about my mom. My mom is here. I was so glad she came. And that the whole verse was directly to her. Sometimes you sing songs, the first verse is about like life and saying thank you to everybody, but the second verse is truly about direct conversation that I had with my mom. And when I joined law school, because I didn't want to join law school, I had already started singing.
Right.
And my mom is like, on the one hand, she's like, not in my house. But on the other hand, she's like, listen, honestly, read and fly. She's like, just do the paper. For me, just do the paper. Just do it, bring it to my house.
Yeah.
But have that like plan B and then go and sing. And I think the thing that I always remember is on the day that I graduated, like my graduation gift from my mom and my dad was a guitar. That I have to date. And I think she was just proving that thing that she's saying, I just wanted you to study so that you have the backup, so that the option, if this thing doesn't work, because it might not, who knows, right? So if it doesn't work, make sure you have that sort of backup plan, right? So that's what the thing is. And I'm telling her, Mom, I listened, you told me, Soma, Elimika, Imba.
Shout out to you.
And here we are.
And then more about just law school kidogo.
Yes.
In the current industry that we're in. Music, MCSK. Talk to us about what you learned about law and what we're dealing with now with the rights and everything.
I think one of the best things that law school has done for me is given me knowledge over what like a layman knows, right? I don't think I'm particularly more wise than anybody. I'm just educated in a very specific thing. So in some ways, we get to see all these super illegalities, stealing of our money, all these frustrating things that are happening to Kenyans. And it's scary to know the back end, like the real back end. But I think one of the things also that law school has taught me is how to fix it. That's a good thing. We've learned that there are ways and means that you can correct these things. So we do a lot of workshops actually, especially during COVID. It's just that the COVID season has passed.
Yes.
But we did a lot of workshops, especially in like contracts and intellectual property, to teach people how to protect themselves, because it's so easy for a corporate, and keep in mind that corporate has a whole bunch of lawyers. They've had a whole law firm just to mess with you, So I think civic education is very important. Contract information is very important. And if artists, I know it's a difficult ask, but if artists are able to just be a little more, either trying to read their contracts a little more thoroughly, or ask a friend, ask somebody, ask even someone in law school. It doesn't have to be a lawyer. You don't have to pay a lawyer. Just ask your friend, look through this thing and tell me where the loopholes are, because 9 times out of 10 they'll see where the loophole is.
Unajua nimeanza hii interview na sijakwambia vile unakaa poa.
Thank you.
Hey, shout out to you.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is Elani.
Yes.
You've mentioned in many interviews that Elani is still intact. You're like still friends. But now you've debuted as a solo artist.
Yes.
So, which means your identity has sort of changed in the eyes of the audience.
Yeah.
How are you handling that?
I'm really enjoying it. I think my biggest fear was that it would be taken really negatively by people. So far, so good.
Yes.
On Majaliwa itself, which is the first single, Elani is on it.
Over 100,000.
Yes.
In just 1 month.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But Elani are on it as well. And they're so supportive. One boy was actually supposed to come here today. So unfortunate now, guys. I have to spoil something. She was supposed to come on stage, but she's stuck in Nanyuki. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the support is there. She called me today. We had a conversation. Like because they are really, really there for me, I could run without fear.
Correct.
You know, if I had felt like I was hurting them, or I felt like we were
you're
breaking
burning a
up
bridge,
something, or burning a bit,
really?
then maybe I'd be a bit more hesitant about like just running into this thing.
Correct.
But their support is there, and I can't ask for anything else.
Mafans wanasemaje?
They're good. They're good. They keep asking. Of course, they want to see them.
Yes.
Of course, I'll bring them any opportunity that I have to sort of bring them on stage, etc. I'll bring them in a heartbeat. But like for now, it's like let's just listen. You know, life is about seasons. Let's listen to my stuff. There's some good stuff.
Yeah. So a question that I like to ask everybody who sits on the hot seat is, what legacy would you want to leave behind after all is said and done?
Yeah. I'd like to know that my skill and my dedication to this work changed the industry that I'm in.
Right.
I'd like to know that that there are people coming up who have found some sort of inspiration in me, so that hopefully like music becomes, it's already becoming, you can't even compare 10 years ago music to what
which
it
is
is
also
now.
the same question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kuna
kaje.
It's juicy. It's
Hey.
delicious. I'm like, what is this? There are so many different genres, and the people are committed. Hip hoppers are committed, and they have their people. Uns people have their people. The live people have their people, and it's just growing. And people are collaborating. When you think of like a group like Kodong Clan, you know, I'm like, these 7 superstars have decided we're going to do this together
and give us juice.
Those things were unheard of. You know, that stuff never happened. So it's so nice to be able to see. It's growing so much. And whatever part I can play in that, in like changing the face of what Kenyan music looks like, I'm down.
You're down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we are so happy to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me speak for Modani. I don't know about other people. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy to see you back on stage.
Yes,
Back in
thank
action.
you. Yes.
Maureen Kunga.
Hey, come on.
So all you have to do is find her on all our social media platforms.
Yes.
Make sure you stream her music, run it up. Alafu mseme ni Nakili.
Yes.
Mapo. And then,
yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me. I'm really excited. I really look forward to this show.
Yes.
Let's just see. Let's see what happens.
See.
Yeah.
Parting shot kwa mafans utaombeaje?
Oh, I just want to say thank you. Honestly, thank you to every single one of my fans. I am honored and grateful that we've come to a place where I can release music and hundreds of thousands of you are ready to receive it.
Yes.
And it is the beginning of many, many big things. Yeah.
You heard it right here at Nakili Sessions. Until another time, from me and Maureen, bye.